Hey everyone, it's Stormy here, and I just wanted to give a little disclaimer on NightLash and Nokue's ship. I want to talk about how NightLash and Nokue, aka NoLash, is completely appropriate and okay to ship and or be endgame if that's what the story is going. Before I go into any further details, I just want to acknowledge and apologize for my mistake and flaws as a writer and an artist. I, as a writer, should have done a better and more careful job at displaying the age difference between the two characters to the point where you guys shouldn't be questioning or concerned, especially with how bad and inappropriate it can be. So the age difference between Nokue and NightLash is 1 year apart at most in human years, so let's break down a little bit of a timeline here. So episode 1, Nokue and his friends are kits who are going to have their apprentice coronation the next day. It says in the episode when one of Nokue's friends says, "Well, stop it. You're all going to be apprentices tomorrow." So Nokue didn't become a full apprentice until episode 4 at the end. Episode 5 is 1 day later when he starts his training, and episode 6 is that same day, just about what occurs in the afternoon of that day. So the actual time skip isn't until episode 7, and that information can't be found in the context of episode 7, but actually in the About section in the description where it says the episode takes place 2 weeks after episode 6. So this tells us that Nokue has been an apprentice for exactly 2 weeks and a day. Episode 8 was just a bunch of flashbacks, so no time passed on the main timeline at all after seeing what Rainblood has been doing for the past 2 weeks and a day. We resume right at that moment episode 7 left off. Episode 9 is the same day as episode 7, it just takes place in the afternoon though. Okay, I'm going to go ahead to episode 10 and 11, but the information I show shouldn't be too spoilerly, it'll just help show my point. So episode 10 actually takes place the next morning after episode 9. NightLash and her siblings' coronation gets delayed because of a situation that happens in the episode. NightLash's brother, Iron Runner, states, "We were supposed to have our coronation this week. How are we going to start our training now?" Later on in the series, in episode 11, we have dialogue between Nokue and NightLash. Nokue says, "Hey, you're almost as tall as me now." And NightLash responds back with, "Well, you are only a few months older than me, and the others and I are about to become apprentices." Now that I am actually breaking the timeline down, I need to change that line from a few months to a month. Episode 12 is when NightLash and her siblings officially start their training, which is 3 days since episode 10. So realistically, Nokue and NightLash are about 3 to 4 weeks apart in age, which isn't bad at all in human years or in dog years. I mainly say the characters' ages in human years just because it's easier, but in the series they age somewhat in dog years. It's not exact, but it's closest to that. So when I tell fans that they are actually a year apart, you can see I am officially wrong now. They are not even a year apart. So I want to talk about their size difference real quick. In episode 9, we can see a more canon size comparison, and why I say canon is because I'm now a college student and a lot older, and now I am actually caring for the characters' proportions compared to one another. In high school, I didn't really care much for this, so I just guessed for the most part, and so a lot of them are inconsistent and not realistic for the older episodes. I think episode 6 is when I started to get serious with size comparison of the characters. So, as you can see with the lineup sheet, Nokue is actually a head taller than NightLash, which that's not bad at all, especially if she's a short character. We can see more of their accurate size comparison in episode 9, and with these images we can clearly see that NightLash and her siblings are the same size as Nokue was in episodes 1 through 4. Nokue didn't have a growth spurt until the 2 weeks time skip between episodes 6 and 7. In the scene when NightLash and Nokue first meet, their size comparison is completely inaccurate. I just want to point that out there. In this scene, it shows that NightLash barely goes up to Noku's elbow, but at this time, we can see how Hookchomp is carrying him. He's pretty small compared to Hookchomp, so NightLash would be way small, like unrealistically small. If she was canonly this size, she would still be in her mom's womb, technically. Like, or like a newborn. This is where my apology mainly comes in. I just want to acknowledge and apologize for my mistake and flaws as a writer and an artist. If I had done this scene now, she would be closer in size to Nokue. Alright, and that's all I want to talk about. Once again, you guys, I am so sorry for this, and I hope this video helped you understand and made you more okay with the ship and any romance between NightLash's age group and Nokue's age group in the future. And if there's anything else about the series that you're extremely confused about or worried about, like this ship, then please let me know, and I will probably make another discussion video talking about it more to help you understand. So I really do hope that this helps you guys, and that this comforts you guys, so you're not like, oh my gosh, it's like a pedophile thing going on. Oh my gosh. So yeah, sorry about this again, guys. Thank you so much for watching and taking the time. Boy, love you all, but not in a weird way.